55, this early into the season is pretty rough.
That's horrible.
Then the pitching numbers pretty much support this stat right here. I mean, the team ERA is 4.70, which is 26th in the league. They have 126 walks allowed. They acquired Jared Weaver in the offseason, and he really has not panned out. He's off to one of the worst starts in any of the pitchers in 2017. He's 0-4 with a 6.05 ERA. In May alone, he already has 12 earned runs in May. And, another one of their pitchers, Clayton Richard, he's 2-4 with a 4.34 ERA. And, in May, he has 6 earned runs and 12 innings pitched. So they're not pitching well. And on top of that, they are also not batting well.
Right. But it kind of sucks because Manuel Margot is doing pretty good. His the past few at bats, his last.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Why are they cars up the road? Now I can't hear nothing. We've got to do better. Is the mics on? Because I hear nothing at all.
Got to do better.
Now I hear the mics. Oh! And then he screamed in my ear.
Good help is hard to find.
I'm great. Unplug this thing from my earbud.
You're better than me because I taste.
Is this how the night's gonna go?
Yep.
All right. Well, welcome to the show. Can you hear? You hear good?
No, I'm literally. I told you I'm at work, so I can hear you.
Literally, you are at work. You are in here. I'm gonna need to get together. Well, anyway, I don't know what camera I'm on. I guess this one. So, welcome to Talk Lately. It is Tuesday, and exciting show. Nate's here from the Artist Exchange every Monday and Friday at 2.
Allegedly, he don't even know.
I don't.
I've been here longer than any show that he got.
I got things to do.
Apparently.
I'm running a network. I got things to do.
Empire.
Yeah, this is like very, very loud. Who was deaf? Why was that up so loud? Thank you. Anyway, look, the phone lines are open. We got 13 minutes in this segment, so let's get talking. What you got going on?
I
know you wanted you had an issue with Micah.
Actually, Micah has come out and apologized.
I seen that
to all of its black students.
Just the black ones.
They have been the ones that have been discriminated against, and even the ones that they purposely have gone. Well, a young lady, a young artist who's actually a current student at Micah, did one of her final projects for the year on all of the people who have been alumni of the school, and it kind of had a focus on all the people who were shut out. And it made such a noise that the new president of Micah, actually gave an apology on behalf of Micah and its faculty member for purposely in the past, quote, not denying entrance to their university to black students. And
I had to move over to get in frame. Because my body was cut off on the side, and I'm like real high, and I kinda.
Oh, it kinda like.
We already talked about my shape.
You
hater. You are. I thought I was the hater this month in February.
You are. You maintain your hate. It's there.
She gave me 2 cups.
But it definitely I don't think that it was, I mean, I'm not saying the man who apologized wasn't genuine, but I made a comment on a thread that then said, I hope that Station North, the arch districts in Baltimore City, follow suit, and I hope their bad habits of racism kind of follows in the lead of the president of Micah, which is very racist. And racist today is not what, well, my parents and my grandparents and your parents had to go had to go through. It was subtle shade.
You tried.
Had to go through, so it's not the same thing. It's like segregated schools and such. But the racism today is, I'm not going to allow you to prosper or win this grant or get this opportunity. I'm going to keep these resources for my close friends, and I'm only going to let certain people know. So it's only been the last couple years that grants are widespread now. Everybody knows. They do public announcements and not to their personal friend list and such. So things are changing, but not fast enough for the diversity or the demographics of Baltimore City. So that's my, like, it was a good apology, but I still want to see it. I still want to see it. I want to see the change. My other thing is schools are still horrible.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I'm just saying, I used to think that children were the problem, like they had the issue. But the problem starts at home with whomever is in charge of raising them, i.e. grandparents, parents, step-parents, guardians, whomever, and the administration. I've watched personally in the last couple of weeks, I've watched administrators do more and throw more monkey wrenches into the system than the actual students' behavior did. You know, you can't keep blaming parents, because if you're setting up a system that is set up for children and teachers to fail, then you are the problem. Not the students, not the parents, not the teachers, the administration, who often gets paid more than most of the teachers on
all
staff.
of them, right.
So that's my 2 cents.
Anything else?
That's all I had to say.
All right. Let's move on then. All right, so today on the show, we got a host of things to get to. R. Kelly, Jussie Smollett, The Most Dangerous City, masturbation.
Oh, wow.
The IRS, Spike Lee, abortion, and then one of my main things that, well, the abortion it has a series of questions. It was a poll that was actually done by Civic, and I like Civic. We talked about Civic before here on the show, and they do a lot of polls that are national that, you know, involve the internet, which, you know, I don't think they will ever be used as a national polling agency like Gallup and ABC polling and stuff like that, because it's internet based. And anybody can do it all over the world, basically. If you know something, you know, you can do it. But I like them, and I think they're the information that they ask you about is relevant. And one of the other things we're going to talk about is something that a question that I asked earlier today, and I'll give you the question so you can have a chance to think on it. Find it real quick. I should have been prepared for this. And we got a lot of responses on this question too. It was like really good question. Did you respond?
I only responded to the
damn it, no one will, the fight.
Yeah. Well, no, but that I already knew that was something else. But the in the closet one. Coming out.
You did respond? I didn't see your response.
I didn't put the response that I wanted to put because I was like, am I coming to that? Because I don't want to, you're not exposing me.
So the question, because I'm planning to do an entire show around this with guests, you know, a full panel, and we're going to talk it out, because I feel some kind of way and other people don't feel that kind of way, but that's how I feel. That it's not I feel that it's not necessary to tell people. So here's the question. Why do you think people feel the need to, or the fear of coming out of the closet?
Well, how do I say this as a grown person? I'm gonna take this out my head because they think I'm still listening.
They can see you?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So
Nate's breaking the rules.
I'm not, but I'm working. How do I?
You need to make it closer to your chest so your brain can only show.
Oh God, you gotta be laughing in front of these people. So I don't know how to answer this question personally, because the only person that I worry about, not necessarily acceptance from, but as a child approval, was my mother.
What is going on?
This might be my might be this. Might have been my haircut.
It's still doing it.
It's going to stop eventually. It happened to other things. But I'll say, for me personally, I didn't have to worry about somebody kicking me out of a house or being homeless or, you know, a disgruntled dad putting me in a trash can, so to speak. I didn't have to worry about any of those things. So I didn't, yeah. I was trying to tie in the thing.
You tried to tie it.
Yeah, I tried to. They got it. But I didn't know how to.
Go again. I can't.
I didn't have to go through those levels of approval. So it was never, and anybody who didn't approve of who I am, they didn't really matter to me. They wasn't paying my bills. They wasn't paying my high school tuition. So I didn't really care. But I've seen people who are affected, and I've seen people kicked out. I've had to help people who were kicked out before. So I don't get how that happens.
Can you press that cord, the headpiece cord? That's why I got worse. Yeah, that's why I got worse. Well, I need, I can't hear him, so it's like...
You can't hear me?
No. Just go to break. We'll be right back. Because I can't.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin' Street? Girlin' Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
This unknown to find who we really are. Crash into something new and take a break from our broken heart. Talk with the hip, tell me you lie. I think we should go for another round. Baby, try not to say too much. Let your love come down. If you wanna rule, it's some rules you gotta live by. Live by. Stay true to your cool, make a move. Don't wait on nobody else. And if it feels like a melody, sing a song, be my radio. And if you follow me there, I'll follow you back. Let the night unfold. I can tell that she can't get enough. Show enough, she couldn't get the feels off from me. Oh no, she couldn't get the feels off from me.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
All right, welcome back. I guess we got the noise under control because I can't hear it at the moment, but we are in here. It's BeExposedRadio.com. You're listening to Talk Lately. I guess we're waiting for Aldo to put information in on the show because I'm sharing and it's caring. Monique just joined us in the room, so you'll hear her commentary in the background as we get through our stories. What were we talking about at first?
We were talking about the coming out the closet.
Oh, yeah, because I was telling you that I'm going to do a whole entire show with a full panel and everything on this. So I don't know why this came up as an issue.
You coming out the closet?
I'm busy. All my stuff needs to be in the closet because I got stuff to do. I got to keep the door closed. Oh, you were explaining your closet situation.
Well, I don't have a closet situation.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. It's open.
Well, it's not even open. My mother raised me, and we never even had a conversation before. And it's probably just our type of relationship where a lot of things are unsaid. But I never felt the need to come out because I don't feel like I'm out because I'm a grown-ass person. And even when I was a child, I didn't.
He said your mic is low.
I didn't feel that my mother would like kick me out the house or.
It's not on. That's probably the problem.
It would kick me out the house because I thought you was having a problem. Can you hear me now? I never felt the need to come out or to be out or to explain myself to anybody, because like I said, the only person or people that I would care about would be my mother and my great-grandmother that I grew up with. Other than that, like, I knew they would never like care, so I never had that coming out. But I've watched.
You know what I thought when you say that, because the interesting part about this is like when you say you're coming out, meaning that you were hiding, one, and then the other point would be the only reason that you're going to tell somebody that you're coming out is if you want them to know who you're having sex with.
No, I don't think that's.
And then also what way? Because that's the first thing that comes to your mind is when you're telling someone you're gay or bisexual or whatever the case. Oh, so you're having sex with this?
Well, no. I think what happens is people who feel the need to come out feel the need because they know it's going to be some type of pushback. Like, so it's this thing of I have to say this because I know you're not going to like it. So this is who I am.
And that's one of the main reasons why I don't get it. Like, why do you
have to come out at all?
Right. If you know, I mean, because if you're announcing it, if it's an announcement, you are going to get some pushback. That's what society does.
Yeah, but you're looking for acceptance. So if I tell you this versus somebody telling or you finding out, you're going to react differently. The hope is that you act differently. And some people are like, well, okay, cool. We already knew.
I can see that for a child, but when you grown.
Yeah, but looking our communities.
I don't give a damn about our community.
Yeah, because you
and their thoughts on
but
anything.
did you get any kickback? Did your brothers tease you?
Because who I come out to?
That's what I'm saying though, but nobody cared.
Did I come out to you? Oh, okay.
People were supportive of you regardless of who you were.
Fuck that.
Yeah, but you got a sister like that will always have your back and
right, but that's because she was there when I was born.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but see, that type of security is a blessing. Everybody don't have
but see, that's the thing. There is no security. I don't have a blanket like that I'm trying to cover myself in. Like,
no,
I don't talk
it's not.
To my mother. My sister is the only blood relative that I actually have conversations with.
Yeah, but is anybody damning you to hell? Is anybody telling you?
But I don't believe, so that, you know.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but that's not happening to you though. Right. Nobody's beating you up on the sidewalk. You don't have to worry about your brother and them beating you up or your father putting you in a trash can. Or you have to worry about it. There are people who are living like that.
Then stop.
Or living in that. Yeah, but it's happening to them regardless of whether they say something or not.
Then that has nothing to do with you coming out of the closet then. That has something to do with you being discriminated against.
Right.
Period.
But see, that's the extreme of it.
I'm talking about closet people that feel the need that they have to announce what they're doing.
Yeah, well, not even announce. People just feel the need to be in the closet. That's happening to people.
I wish you just stay in the closet then and do you.
Yeah,
because the only person that really needs to know is your partner.
Yeah, but to live like that, because at some point your partner is, you know,
gonna come out the closet.
Yeah, but some people can't live like that. The older you get, the harder it becomes to live like that. And I'm not saying
you're not living in secret. I'm just saying you don't have to necessarily tell the world. Exactly.
I don't. But it's not necessarily the world. It's normally the people that you care about that you feel the need to say something to.
And why do they need to know this?
Because
unless
that's
you're
your
bringing
family.
someone home.
And that's
when you. I think that's the announcement. If you're bringing someone home, then that's the announcement. To come out and say you're gay, you're bisexual, you're doing this and that, without there being an end result, what's the point?
I think the end result. Let me check this.
Because now they're worried about you because you're just out here having sex, and you only have a specific.
And y'all might not even have had sex, y'all.
And that's what I'm saying. So it's not always about the sexual thing, but I'm having urges. Because it might just, I want to start bringing my gay friends home to relax and play video games with. But my family feels a certain kind of way, and I don't know how people will react. Because people are in the closet about just the friends that they have.
Now that they know.
Right.
So on the other end of what you're saying is now that they know you're gay, they can feel comfortable with the orgy in your bedroom?
Because it's not always, but I don't think it's always about sex. It becomes
right?
But I'm saying to you, it becomes about sex when you're in the closet. Right. Because now I'm hiding and now I'm denying who I am.
That's why I want
so
the closet,
it becomes.
that's why I brought this up, because I want the closet referendum to end.
Well, I have to be honest and transparent with myself. I never felt the need to be in a closet, but I always felt the need to like keep these people away from these people, because I knew my family loved me, but I don't know how they felt about these people over here.
I can understand that,
and I didn't want anybody to feel uncomfortable. I didn't want these people to feel uncomfortable around these people. And these, like, to this day, I've dated people, I've been in long-term relationships, but I've never felt like I've had the one yet. So I have yet to introduce some people to my family.
Because I always used to say I couldn't have these people around these people because I can't watch all of you at once.
You gotta watch.
Okay, listen. I used to have a stereotype that I used to set on people because it always reigned true in my circles that gay people steal.
Wow, never heard that.
Because he's from the county.
But no, it's not even a county thing. It's not a county thing. The stereotype sometimes reigns true in this community because there's a lot of jealousy in that community.
So you saying your friends were poor?
Am I saying my friends were poor? I didn't say they were my friends. I said this.
Because there's a lot of poor people in Fells Point adjacent. Federal Hill adjacent.
I don't live in Fells Point adjacent. So
there's a lot of poor people in Federal Hill, Westport adjacent.
But I don't know nobody in that neighborhood. What you talking about? Oh, you ain't had no point.
I had a point. I'm just saying the lies.
No, I'm just saying that was the stereotype.
They say gay people lie too.
That's true. That's like I mean, but that's you talking truth. That's not a stereotype.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna give me.
Anyway, but this is gonna be a full show. That was just a little snippet of some of the stuff that's gonna happen on that show. That's coming up too. Well, I know it's time for a break because we wasn't going that long. Yeah, let's wrap this up. We're going to go to break. We're going to come back and we're going to continue the discussion. Next up is R. Kelly and Jussie. Right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
I don't mind talking about this, man.
Join the club that gives you stuff.
Hey, thanks!
Radio Loyalty.
Here's how it works.
Just click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then, you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple, right?
Radio Loyalty.
Click that banner to join now.
Listen to this flashback of Skyline Radio Show.
So where we at?
when we talk about the effects and what's going on in these schools, and what people don't understand. Just real briefly, I just want to talk a little bit about what people say bullying is or is not. So bullying comes in many forms. It's a teasing, it's the cyberbullying, it's the texting, it's the phone calls, it's the posting of pictures and people's personal information to pretty much cause them harm, to have them feel insecure. It's the sex assaults that people actually put out there. There are physical assaults, and there are mental assaults and emotional assaults. And what I like to remind individuals that any aggressive behavior towards anyone that is unwanted and unwarranted in an individual asks you to stop. Let's stop there. Stop.
And they should be respecting that.
Respecting that and respecting yourself, because when you're able to respect another person, you're able to respect yourself. And the way that you're able to show that respect is that you know that you have a gift and you know you're uniquely made and that you matter, and then you also acknowledge that the next person beside you matters as well. You know? And we lose that sometimes. Bullying is a behavior that underestimates the lives and legacy of you. I'm sure when they was bullying me, and I'm sure when they was bullying you, they didn't understand who you're going to become later on. I didn't know.
Right, because I'm popping. I can't All right, let me tell you, all those people who felt like they wanted to say whatever to me, look at me now. It's like, no, y'all don't understand, but I've been through some things, okay?
And you know what? No, I applaud you and I salute you, because a lot of times we do not take the time to say, I'm okay, and I'm okay with me, and there's nothing wrong with me, and I'm amazing, and I'm blessed, and I'm strong, and I matter.
Join us every Wednesday at 7 p.m. for Skyline Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
First they love you, then desert you, leave with a plate full with no spoon. Ain't no space, I can't escape negativity. I got used to the taste, I've been bad, burned and fucked over, but remain strong through the past over. Kicking haters out of the way like masked over. Roll up, sip something, let it pass over. Who would I be? It ain't the man to me to let the next man take advantage of me. When that storm come, no pan I see. Get with it, not without it, then you'll see. I peep the haters, they know I'm greater. That's why they buzzing for the elevator, but I can't save you. The weed too loud on the pedal stool, don't carry favors. Always got your hand out demanding favors. When I just looked out, now you need more paper. I can't breathe, give me 3 feet. I never let y'all be the death of me. When my patients run that, yeah, nigga OT, cause they wanna see me down like I'm an NCT. 6 words, get the fuck away from me, say I help you out if you can help yourself. I keep it G till I DIE. Now excuse me while I get back to PC. HOP ain't losing sleep while your third eye always on me. I'm stacking green just to feed the team. My boo, she know that I'm king.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
I was meeting with a friend yesterday, and I've gotten to the point where don't ask me a question because the truth is going to come out. And just don't do it.
If you ain't looking for the truth, don't come to me.
Don't do it, because I can't hold my tongue. And she wants to be this stylist, boutique, but you're not doing anything in that nature, and I can't take you seriously if you're not doing those things. And I understood why people didn't take me seriously, because I found myself in somebody else's lane. I was good at what I was doing and what I wanted to be, but I wasn't doing it for me. So how can I ask you to take me seriously if I'm living in somebody else's shoes?
And nobody can do what you do, and I think that that's a big problem that people face now. Like, you see what somebody else is doing and you want to do that when that's not your lane.
That's not your lane.
That's not what you're supposed to be doing.
But it's popular, it's getting that person money, it's getting that person applause. Oh, I want applause. I want money. Let me stand over here behind them.
And then a lot of times people aren't honest with themselves either. Like, I was thinking earlier today, I've been woke for almost 2 days, so so you get honesty, and I was thinking, like, you know,
the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
You're like an internal bleeder. Can't see your pain, but it can silently kill ya. So deeply wounded, but don't say a thing. Too afraid of what the people may say or think. So you just sit there and you say.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
I have no idea. That might not even be what she's saying. Oh, it's number one, the first one.
Let me see.
Shanta Atkins.
So it automatically goes up now?
No, it's in alphabetical order by their last name.
Okay.
Hey,
I'm in the
Shanta
reading
Atkins.
thing.
God Sees You. That was that song that was just playing just now.
I want to bring her on
welcome
my
back to the
show.
show. What?
I said I want to bring her on my show.
You should. She's good. And all the information's on the
Say it again.
in the email. Shanta Atkins. I don't know if it's Shanta or Shanta. Shanta Atkins.
She black, so it might be Shanta.
I swear that song says I'm an original bleeder.
I think she was talking about something else. I don't think she was talking about that. The blood of Jesus.
The blood of Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking she was on Minstrel Service.
I get so mixed up.
That is not even close.
It can be so. I'm an original bleeder, and now I can't get it out of my head.
Don't you hate people at work? They, like the meeting almost over, and then they ask the next question.
When you put your vote on.
Oh.
Anyway, look, we was going to talk about Jussie Smollett, and all the stuff that has come out since his arrest, and I think senseless arrest, because everybody, including the Chicago PD, I believe, has jumped the gun.
Well, they arrested
when the
him based on
FBI
public
has to come out and
opinion.
tell you have jumped the gun.
Right.
But they did it based on public opinion, not on
jumping the gun.
Yeah, like it had nothing to do with the facts or what they had. They were
Or that
getting
your
evidence
investigation
offline.
was complete.
Yeah, they got evidence off of T.S. Madison and Hollywood Unlocked. Like, come on now, like.
So
all they use is alleged. Alleged is the new suitcase preventer. Like, no. That's
so they've been knocking stuff down all this week about this case. One was the $3,500 check that they said was used to pay. And this is what came out of their mouth specifically in that, because you asked me about it that day, Nate. You asked me about it that day. What did they come out with? They said something about he paid them.
He gave them
check. And you said check, I thought it was cash.
No, he gave them $100 cash.
And I'm saying I thought the whole entire thing was cash. Like, how did you track this down? Was there an ATM and an ATM receipt? But at the time they didn't have his bank
supposed to be a video of them in a store allegedly purchasing the equipment.
He wasn't there. He wasn't in that video.
Yeah, but that put the two of them in a space where they were buying ski masks and shit like that.
Understandable, because they are the ones that committed the crime.
Right. Allegedly.
Now these people are getting immunity for something I think they set up. They did this.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying from the beginning. That's what
to start their career.
They're from Nigeria,
but no, they did this to start their career.
But they did this as, like I said, a stepping stone to try to get in the face. But nobody in Hollywood is going to hire your dumbass. One, because you're a dumbass. Two, because you snitch.
It
like,
should be
no.
said that Jussie
all the shit that go on in Hollywood.
And his $20,000 an episode for Empire.
That was when he first started. That was alleged, because that's what he started making in the beginning, $20,000 an episode. That was when they first started.
So that was 4 years ago.
Right, so that was still false information out there. So they were picking things that these social media influencers were putting out there as their news and not even listening to, like, the real news networks was just like, well, shit, we might as well just share this too. Let me share this.
But the thing about it too is it falls apart in the face that Empire is going to be around another 4 or 5 years.
No, it's not. This their last season.
Seriously, because I've been left.
This supposed to be their last season.
But it got renewed. It did get renewed.
How would it get? Why they keep renewing this damn thing?
I don't know.
Because people still watching.
Yeah, but they keep saying this is my last year. This is my last year.
Maybe.
Oh no! You know what? This not the last season. So next year is supposed to be the last season. Yeah. Next season's supposed to be
wrote
like.
him off the last 2 episodes.
They didn't. They didn't. And see, that's what was making me mad about No, it wasn't conflicted. It was fake news. Like people were projecting that this is what's going to happen, and then you'll see news outlets saying he's been cut from the show.
No, she said he's been written out of the last 2 episodes.
The last 2 episodes on one, I don't know what channel on the news, but they reported.
Now he's going to sue.
No, everybody's saying that. Everybody's saying that. Even Fox said it. Fox said he's not going to be able to the last 2 episodes.
Yeah, but they've been reporting everything that's been coming out. So I don't know who to believe. And if these things caused him the last 2 episodes, now he got a suitcase. Now he going to sue the Chicago Police Department.
And because he was arrested, that's the protection of everybody else. Because he was arrested, because now he has
but that he can sue from that though. He can sue
nothing because he has a criminal complaint against him.
Yeah, but if it's unfounded,
no, even though it's not sussed out, he was still.
You've been sued a lot,
indicted.
Huh? You've been sued a lot.
No, but
But he has not been charged of anything.
No, he's been charged. He's been indicted.
But he hasn't been charged.
No, he's been convicted.
He hasn't been convicted of anything.
He hasn't. That's what I'm telling you. You said you said he hasn't been charged. He's been charged. He hasn't been convicted.
Yeah, but you're right. He hasn't been convicted.
The charge matters.
It doesn't. But if this causes him his career,
any crime today, I lose my job.
Right, government, private, whatever.
Right, regardless, because the charge.
I'm about to sue the shit out of him though.
There's probably a morality clause in his.
But if it comes out that he did not do this, he's not going to be able to sue the TV show. But I would file a claim.
But the morality clause would be that he would get paid out something. It's probably got a dollar amount with it.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be a lawsuit though. It would just be that if this is unfounded, here's what we pay you out. Exactly.
Yeah, so you'll be good.
Daniels really was trying to support him.
Because they know he didn't do it.
Even Terrence Howard said something that was supporting him. But my thing is
who would go to this extreme?
Because they came
for Empire.
When the superintendent came out and did the initial press conference and was saying that he did this and that he needs to turn himself in, they led with that $3,500 check. Like this is exactly said it on the line, on the memo line. Rob me, beat me, bleach me, noose me. That's what it said in the memo line of that check. That's not actually anything that happened with that check.
No, and they've already come to find out that one of them was his personal trainer. That's how he had access to a check.
Right.
And these boys saw an opportunity for a come up, and they put out on social media. They didn't tell the police department. They put out on social media that they did it, and they got caught before they left.
$100 in cash thing. That all sounds made up to me.
It was $100 in cash. That was supposed to be for them to go get supplies.
$500. I'm not
as a check.
Right. But I'm not going to splice it and give you $100 in cash to go buy something. You better get it out there $3,500 and make this thing happen.
They gave him wasn't the cash for the additional supplies.
Oh my Lord! It's all fake. It's all fake.
It's a business transaction. Like I'm cutting you a check to go do me a service.
But it's all fake though, and it's crazy that people latched on to possibilities that they would put. I created this possibility, and I believe this shit now. Like I didn't even hear all the facts, but I believed it.
But I was telling you during the break though that the superintendent then was on GMA with Robin Roberts earlier this week. What had them in yesterday actually, and he said Robin Roberts asked him about the check, and he said, well, it's not just about the check. Well, that's what you made it about. That's what you gave to the public, and that's what the FBI's problem with this thing being put out like this.
They said
he gave out all this information on why he did this, and you actually said he did this because
it would get as much attention.
What I wish he would not have done was the Roberts interview, and I wish he would not have spoken about this on live.
Who?
Jussie.
I mean, but see, the thing is, he had every right to speak out.
He did.
Because we still don't know if he did not do this. Why
it's coming out as he didn't. But I'm saying I think he should have. Because the problem that I have with him speaking out is not.
We're talking about when it first happened to him.
Right.
That he made this up.
No.
Everybody was with him when he did it.
But
everybody was with him.
The fact that he was gay. the fact that he was gay became the reason behind people saying, he out there stunting. This is stunt. He a stunt queen. That's how it started. And then the ball started rolling. And people say, you know what? He is gay. He probably is stunting. Yeah, they from Nigeria. And then, and it wasn't until after that started happening that the Nigerians came out and said they did it. And that's the problem. I'm glad he came out, but at the same time, public opinion does not allow for people to do their own private talks. So if he would have just did Robin Roberts, it would have been one thing. But he was giving off the record information out there.
Concert the night before.
Yeah.
He said he had already been out in the public talking.
Because he didn't think that it was anything that he had to worry about. But then it flipped on him. And it became, no, Justin, you a part of this.
Right.
Because everything wasn't adding up. And the thing was the phone situation. When he would not relinquish his phone.
And I still agree with him not doing.
Yeah, because he got all that private information in there.
There's a whole lot of private information, including stars. And specifically because we're dealing with Chicago PD. Mm-hmm. I understand completely why he didn't want to do it. I think have a bad rap all the way around. Yeah. At this point, it's nothing.
The fact that all this information got put out there.
If I was R. Kelly, I'm just gonna bring him into this right now. If I was R. Kelly, I would ask for a different venue. These the same venue that tried to prosecute him. That tried to prosecute him the first time in 2009. I would not want this venue again. Put me in outside of Cooks County, anywhere else.
Music. I know we're talking about Jesse, but I love R. Kelly.
Well, you go in there and sing 12 plays out of 14, yo. I'm busy. I got things to do. Okay.
I'm a teacher. I will not. I'm not even going to respond to that.
I used to be embarrassed. I still am.
But I think all of this, the phone situation, the fact that he did a couple of off-the-record interviews is why all this has spun out of control. But people are stupid. Mm-hmm. People are dumb, and they believe anything that they hear and see on social media. It could say Wikipedia.com on it, and people on it. People will believe in everything. Right. Why would somebody give you a $3,500 check and a $100 bill? Why would they do that? Like,
stupid. It's
it don't even sound right.
$500. I mean, it had to. I seen it coming. I seen it coming, and I actually been posting about it every day. I was updating a little bit more and more and more every day that I found out, and every day I was just like, this is more and more. We're watching right before our eyes the Chicago PD's case fall apart. All those people they had out there investigating. All the fact that they did a press release on it. Out there investigating. Everybody that came out talking about this, period. It just didn't make sense to me that, you know, every damn network was talking about, oh, if he did it, if he did it, if he did it, if he did it.
Because his PR, so say he did do it.
There was another terror threat against the media, against high-profile individuals that was covered for like 5 seconds of the hour that they covered on Jussie. Mm-hmm. And this man, Coast Guard, had guns out the ass, ready with a list of people that he wanted to kill, including Kamala Harris, including Dawn Lemon, including all these other people, and that wasn't even talked about as often as this was.
But
they showed
but see, what y'all don't fail to realize is the news is not as high power as we give it. The power that we get, they get all their juiciness from social media. So if we're talking about it, that's what they're going to talk about.
What's trending?
Right. They're not talking about news, like breaking news. They're talking about what will get them likes and clicks. Because we see anchors here now doing their own lives as the news, and I'm scared. This is what I saw. It's no point of watching the news. Just go to social media. That's what the news will be.
But here's the interesting thing, because as the brothers was on the grand jury when they were doing their grand jury, and when they was giving them the information to the grand jury, they told the truth. They actually told the truth. They said the $3,500 was for training.
Who said it was
one of the brothers. One of the brothers told the truth.
They don't look like they need no money.
No, they train in Jussie.
Oh,
not them training.
Well, that's what they said, but they were supposed to be on the background for.
So I'm trying to figure out if they were telling the truth then, and then they told the grand jury this same information. What did they tell Chicago PD to make them say that they said they did this for Jussie? Because that's what I'm talking about. That 47th hour. That 47th hour is a problem. They was holding them two dudes for 48 hours, and on the 47th hour they confessed.
But look at our police and justice system.
They started confessing because they was hungry.
But
they started confessing because they were thirsty.
They wanted to get out of the country
because she was in their face screaming.
Yeah.
Because you was interrogating them for 48 hours. You were threatening them that they were going to go to jail for this.
You're going to jail that way. That's my favorite.
That's what I see. Yeah. I see when he kept using that as his phrase of language. The 47th hour, right before we were getting ready to release them because they had nothing.
Nothing.
Right before they were getting ready to release them, they all of a sudden they just yelling out information. We did it. We did it. Because they would get ready to faint and fall out because they were hungry.
And they was probably dangling them green cards in front of them.
Right.
Like ISIS gonna come get you.
You know, you get convicted. That's it for your green card. We got to get you deported. We can recall ICE. Here's the phone right here.
And they like, no.
The thing they probably used was
ICE.
Mm-hmm.
Because Donald Trump don't like this.
Right.
And they say his children been trolling on Jussie's Twitter page and social media, like fueling the fire. Like this is an example of how much of sheep we are as people. We believe anything, and we know it's bullshit. But we be like, I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna share this. We know it's bullshit. We know like it's stupid. Right? They made this man over top of R. Kelly and the other man that's soliciting prostitute. They've made him like #1 enemy. He has ruined Black History Month. No, your dumbass posts have ruined social media month.
Did you see? I should have brought this up because I like this meme. The meme with R. Kelly singing in the shower.
Oh, one of my students was watching that.
And he dropped the soap with Tekashi 6ix9ine turn. He like...
They were saying Tekashi is the reason R. Kelly's in jail. He snitched on R. Kelly. Like, anything.
Tekashi, we got to go to break, but if I was Tekashi, I would be singing like a bird, too.
But how is he going to get R. Kelly in trouble? He just going to make some shit up. Yeah, I saw him. I saw him put his finger in our booty. I was there. He made me shut up.
We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin' Street? Girlin' Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
There's a rumor going around that Tyler Perry and Oprah are beefing. Well, let me tell you about this. Tyler, okay, told Oprah, bitch, if you don't have my money, we're going to have a problem. Ooh. Oprah said, what is the problem? Ooh. You said if I don't have your money, there was going to be a problem. So Oprah is standing her ground like, bitch, I'm in charge. You know, you may have a $250 million studio over there that you film all your shows and movies and stuff on, but I have the empire. That's what Oprah said.
Oh, these are her exact words.
Allegedly.
I made this up. But
Allegedly.
I made it all up. But there was a rumor that they were beefing. But Tyler confirmed that they don't have any issues. So it says it was recently reported on the rumors that was swirling that the twosome were on the outs over constructive criticism over Perry's show. Well, I got some constructive criticism, and we can be on the outs, Tyler, and I don't give a damn because I'm going to make a promo out of this anyway and share it to your page. I need the scenes on Have and Have-Nots to be like 5% shorter, each one. I want you to watch an episode of The Young and the Restless, because this is supposed to be a soap opera. No one's dialogue on The Young and the Restless is like this. You don't have to talk about the random plant in the corner for 25 minutes on one damn...
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
It's not. I mean, there's been a change of plans with Punta Cana stuff because I've been trying to decide if I want to go back to the resort or not. And I
told you let's go to whatchamacallit.
What?
Let's go to whatchamacallit.
No, I want a mansion.
Oh,
I'm trying to get a nice size mansion.
For how many people will be in them? 6, 7, 8?
With a chef.
Alright.
I know. I heard the clap. I can hear.
But you tell your guests.
What?
You tell your guests.
This show called Talk Lately. And we're talking lately.
I'm gonna see the fuck out now. What?
I ate some banana bread.
She did. She had some banana bread. She don't like bananas. And she liked it.
The one that's in the microwave?
No.
Oh, I was about to say, is that one?
Why is that?
I only took half of it. I took half.
I had a piece with me when I got here. Oh.
Can you make some cornbread?
Oh, see, this is a short segment. That's why I wasn't really getting into anything because I knew it wasn't going to be enough time. And she asked me about Punta Cana. But you can still go to the Punta Cana website, BeExposedRadio.com/Punta Cana 2019 and check out our details on the Punta Cana trip that BXR is throwing. We're still going to link up if anybody that does go to the resort because we're like right down the beach. Okay. So we might have a beach party. I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to do big. I want a mansion though. This mansion that I found.
So that means the price is different then.
It is.
If you stay in a mansion.
It is.
You got a chef and everything.
Yes. All you can eat chef.
How much is it?
Lunch and dinner. I don't know.
You gotta tell me how much it is.
This is not what I'm doing right now. I'm just talking about stuff that's happening.
That's happening.
It's got its own private pool, so you don't got to worry about getting out the pool at night. Like at the resort, you got to get out the pool at like 8, 9, 10 o'clock.
What?
Yeah. It closes. They shut down the pool. And I'm talking about this little private pool. It's a nice long pool too. One of them got a pool that wrap around, so I was thinking about doing that one too. So. And, you know, it's like a little lazy river that goes around the mansion. It's hot. I'm just scared of the lizards and stuff, but they say when the lights are on, you don't got to worry about the lizards. But they're there. I can't wait, though. The trip is June 21st through the 27th. I expect to be. I'm getting a mansion when I go to Texas, too.
I wanted to go because that's my, well, that's not my birthday month, but.
Because I want to have, I can bring all the family together. Because we're going to go see my grandmother in April. And I'm going to get a mansion for that because I want to have a big event where we all going to cook and stuff like we normally do here when we go out Essex. And I want to do that in April out there for my grandmother because it's her birthday. Yeah, so we're going for her birthday week. And I'm just trying to tell y'all stuff that's happening with me lately. I like having fun. I'm very resilient.
Is this the data profile you doing?
No, that would have been Friday. That would have been Friday if I would have went to the speed dating thing. I forgot all about it. I went to Jersey and stayed this weekend. And not Jersey. Damn, why do I keep saying Jersey? Oh, because it said Newark. I went to Newark, Delaware this weekend. And
that's where they be having the sex parties at.
Where?
Newark.
Delaware?
Like in the hotel.
They not hotels. I ain't seen not one hotel. I seen motels.
They're long, well, yeah.
I've seen a trailer park, which I didn't know it was that close. I didn't know we had trailer parks that close.
You got them in Maryland.
Where?
Right in South Baltimore.
Where?
South Baltimore.
Who?
Where you live?
I'm not lies.
You live in South Baltimore.
No, I don't.
Federal adjacent is South Baltimore.
I know there's one in Essex. I do know that.
Brooklyn. Glen Burnie.
I ain't never been. I mean, yeah, it's right at the end of 702.
Mm-hmm. Well, Delaware is basically like Eastern Shore.
But no, I know this. You know, there's one in 702, but then there's trailer parks that's like the whole entire road.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was on Route 40. I'm talking about in Delaware.
Oh, Delaware.
This was Route 40.
That Delaware is farm country. Farm country, so you will see that.
40 and trailer parks and trailers.
Yeah. That's where you go find them at. They're going to be near like a major interstate, and they have to be there because they have to be able to get in and out.
I had a good time though. I went to this one bar.
He was picking up people?
No, it was very white. But I had a great time.
I thought you liked white meat too.
Please don't.
I don't know who he's talking about.
He stay laughing at you. He is very disrespectful. That's what you know as a
I don't know.
engineer.
He is very disrespectful. I don't know what he gets
as an engineer. He is very.
No, but I had a really good time. Like I would go back.
You would go back.
I had a good time. I stopped.
It's right up the street.
Stuff like that. Hey, they was all friendly and stuff. I didn't think it was gonna be like that.
It's a bunch of hoes that live in Delaware.
Why do you keep insinuating that sex is happening?
Because Delaware is the come fuck me state. Like, it's what else is there to do in Delaware? You can go to the casino.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
You can go to the casino. You can go to the Air Force
Like
base.
I was looking for like if I would have came out there during the daytime, like you know, was there places to shop?
You will go.
Like that?
That's it.
And it wasn't.
It's a regular shopping center.
Yeah.
The casino, maybe one of the military bases. That's it.
Because last time I went to Delaware, we were going to Midway.
I said it was a mall. We used to do the bus trips to Midway, and the mall was at Crabs. It was something in Delaware.
But it's a mall.
We went to Delaware. Oh yeah, that was another time I went. I went to Delaware and I had to caught the boat over to Jersey.
Took the boat over. Yeah.
That was fun.
But it still wasn't nothing to be found at that point.
I think we ate crabs.
Jersey is nothing to do in Jersey. That's why everybody from Jersey claim New York, because there's nothing to do in New Jersey.
All right, we got to take a break. When we come
New
back,
Jersey, Philly.
we're going to go for R. Kelly and maybe some, since Nate's like talking about sex, we'll go with masturbation.
I was telling people what you did this weekend.
We'll be back.
For shiny things, I can't allow this blasphemy. It's blasphemy. Why would you treat yourself like that? We didn't come this far just to fall right back. I'm from. Don't lose yourself, stay on track. Baby, you're a god. You're a god. Baby, you're a god. Believe that. Full of the things that we've overcome. Full of unspoken battles we've won. You're so much better than that. Sometimes the truth ain't always catchy.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree
It's huge!
is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing.
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You want to start off?
I think I'll get it out of the way on a who's not
Okay, do it.
The Orioles.
Right.
They got swept by the Royals. They lost 4 in a row, and the last 5 games have all been decided by 1 run. The game before, or the last game that they lost before the Royals was the Nationals, and it was Weeders, of course, one with a home run,
hit the home run.
Right. They were going into that National series. It seemed like they were doing so well, and they just crapped out. They got that game postponed, so who knows when they're going to replay that or play that game. That's my first not for the night.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Because he's one of those type of black people, those bougie ass black people.
To me, he do. Sometimes when he tries to, or he
Welcome back.
He's the reason that I don't have flamboyant friends.
410-702-5657 is the phone. He go extra for laughs.
Because he think he like Mr. Popular. But he just a regular old light-skinned dude that they don't like either. So he's starting to remember that he black again.
I ain't crazy about all of them.
I give him, he's very intelligent. He's very insightful.
I'm not
and he's really gay.
I'm just wondering why y'all feel that way. I like them.
I don't.
But I can't defend how you
It's
feel.
certain people, like I grew up around, I had a lot of friends that went to city.
It's Chris Cuomo, so I don't care about what anybody say. That's my favorite.
I had friends that went to City and Western, and that attitude that they got, like I'm better than somebody.
Who?
People who go to City and Western, like you know how that attitude is. Yeah, I've been saying he would have went to one of those schools. He would have.
Western is for the girls.
He's a girl. He's a girl. That's it.
Oh my gosh. R. Kelly.
McDonald's first stop.
That's where you went first? To McDonald's when he got released? After that daycare worker. Alright, let's talk about it. How do you feel about the daycare worker? I don't know her name. I didn't even pull the story because I thought it was ludicrous.
It probably is. They making up every damn thing else.
Apparently a daycare worker is the one who paid the $100,000 to get him released. I wonder if she knows she's not getting that back.
Oh, they did say a friend. They sure did say a friend.
She'll get it back if she did a cash bond and he appears in court. She gonna get her money back.
Oh, he gonna run.
He not gonna run. Where he gonna run to? They probably took his passport too.
To one of my Jamaican islands.
He not going nowhere. He gonna go to court because he know he gonna be there.
I actually think he gonna get convicted this time.
I don't think he is. I don't think he gonna get convicted.
I'm gonna wear my t-shirt.
If he is, I think he's gonna get convicted. Actually, I really do. This time around, I think it's gonna happen.
I don't, because if he get convicted, it's gonna be on something totally not for this. They gonna find something tax evaded or something. It's not gonna be on anything like this.
I don't think he's evaded so far as child support, and that was the reason why he didn't have he couldn't claim. I think he has money too.
I definitely think he has money.
I don't think he has as much as people think he has.
He might not.
I think he had that $100,000 to get his stuff out of jail.
Think he had enough.
Well, he had to pay that. That was for the child support.
He didn't pay it though.
He had to pay something.
He did not pay to catch up child support.
He had to pay something.
That wasn't the hearing for it.
No, but they would have. He has to pay on that. He had to at least pay on it, because they wouldn't have let him out if he owed that and it was in arrears and it's in the court system. No, they wouldn't have let him go.
I don't understand why they let him out anyway. Because
he paid his bond. He made bond. Like he wasn't a flight risk.
Well, I don't know. We don't know if he paid the child support.
He had to. I'm telling you, they wouldn't have let him out.
Say he had to because we don't know he did it.
Yeah, but if you are convicted of a crime that's not child support and you're in the arrears for child support, you have to pay that.
I understand what you're saying, but that's not what we know.
Well, you don't know anything, so you can't throw, because then you will go to jail, because I'm suing you for your whole Punta Cana trip.
Negro's eye.
That's what I'm gonna say in jail. I just want his Punta Cana trip.
Transferable.
No, transferable. Yeah, then you got to pay for it. He can pay for it to be transferable. I want to go because I'm gonna be 25 for the 11th year in May, and I think I'm gonna feel good this year.
I don't have too much to say about R. Kelly because
I don't. I think, and I've heard this reported, but I believe I think the parents need to be there with him. I still am in agreement that these people he been paying off. I think these people, and I hope all that comes out in court. Yes. Who got paid off and who been paid off to do this, and which parents. I want all that to come out in court because I want all of them to do the time with him. All of them. Everybody that he sent the check with and it cleared, I want them to go to jail too. If it was a parent, if it was a grandparent, if it was the Uncle Buck, if it was his drummer, all of them. I want all of them to go to jail. And that's how I feel. If he's going to jail, all the parents go to jail too. All the women who lied go to jail too. They saying the knock 'em down girls are suing to... I'm done. You know who the knock 'em down girls are?
He's not done.
I'm not. The knock 'em down girls. Like, they go get them. They go get them girls. They're the equivalent to the Baltimore Ball 50 girls. Like, but they go for high stakes. Why are you suing? This is your damn profession.
Man, you want to get in there.
Right, everybody want $1.
I told you.
I'm absurd.
My opinion is that he did it. He should go down for it. So
I'm in agreement.
Hopefully they convict.
I'm in agreement, but I want everybody to go down with him. I want everybody who cast a check. I want everybody who reaped the benefits. I want everybody.
That's why they did this time where they did it for the people that did not cash a check.
And he did.
But I need his lawyer to be on it, and I need them to bring everything under the evidence. Everything. Every check he wrote, every trip he sponsored, every piece of weave he bought. I want all of it. All of it to be on as evidence. I want everybody's name disclosed. Nobody gets their name unless you were really, truly a victim. Your name gets hidden.
And if you him, where do you hide these tapes? Because at this point, it's a catalog. It's not just the
tapes coming out the woodwork.
It's a catalog.
What do you mean? Where he hides the tapes?
So hopefully you're not still putting shit on tape.
Right.
When you got yourself a flash drive or something.
I mean, it's somebody that know where they at. Need to go to jail. If you know where his flash drive is, his thumb drive, you going to jail.
Because I would hope now that the tape that they had back in 2009, at this point, you would have said, look, I can't, you know, there's better technology at this point. I'm going to put these all on flash drive or get yourself a Google Drive.
And you know, after
Google Drive.
After listening to Sparkle's interviews that she's been doing to promote her album, and to promote this documentary. After listening to her,
I know about the song.
She got an album coming out.
Well, she's a singer.
I mean, yeah, but she also did the score for the documentary, so she has an extra right. But that's the score. She did the score for the documentary.
There was only one song, and it only came on at the end of the documentary.
Who cares? She got paid for it.
Yes, she did. I would get paid for it too.
But after listening to her perspective on this, a lot of that young lady's family members need to go to jail. Because clearly she basically said they were all paid off. Because there ain't no way that you bring this type of evidence to court and all these people testify that that is the young lady that's on it and nobody goes to jail. Everybody going to jail. Sparkle, you go do 6 months too because you know about it. You know about it. You should have been said something when you knew your niece was around this man.
She did though.
No, she did. She had to wait till she saw the tape. You knew he was out there fucking them girls and you ain't say nothing. And you let your niece about to get a record deal.
How you gonna blame? I mean, I understand where you're angry, where you're trying to make your frustration
everybody,
go to, but the father was there too.
Go to jail. Bye.
Everybody that was involved.
Bend over, grab the soap.
was the only one that actually.
Eventually.
No, I'm talking about at the case. She's the only one.
Eventually. Well, she brought it to case. She's the reason. She's the reason that it went to case eventually. You had to see a tape to have proof that your niece, who ain't never sung shit, we ain't never heard a song from this little girl, nothing. Nothing.
Right, but I don't know if that's the aunt's
Sparkle
fault.
can sing.
Because she was
Sparkle can sing. She got a record deal. She was out touring.
She was an artist.
This little girl
was busy, and she did not know, as she said, that the daughter was going there without her.
Sound like Monny going to jail too. Bye, Monny.
Look, I'm just giving the facts. I mean, if that was the case, the parents is the ones that are at fault because they allowed this child to be around this grown man.
Yep.
And
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, and I'm not putting
trying to come forward at this point too because they don't want their daughter to be known as the girl that keeps getting beat.
No, they don't want. They don't want
the internet.
They don't want
as her video has still currently today circulates the.
It's not supposed to. Don't open up that video. I'm telling you, because that's child pornography still, and you're going to jail. There were plenty of radio hosts at that time that got. No, don't open that video. I'm telling you, open the video, you going to jail for having child pornography. Don't do it. There were several video. Wendy Williams reported that she said she had the tape, and she got a police officer, a couple people from Hot 97, people who had the tape and said we about to play a portion of it, was visited by the police officers within that week because they had it in their possession, and it was child pornography. Don't open up the tape. Don't do it to yourself.
It's digital now.
Yeah, you can go on Pornhub and watch somebody piss on somebody. Don't do it. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it.
Oh, God.
They going to jail. I'm just saying. They going to jail. By Sparkle, by dad, by uncles, by mothers, by grandmothers. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. They gonna have to bring up everybody's name. Yes. And you know R. Kelly is going to sing. R. Kelly going to let you see his whole bank account, and you going to see all those checks, all them return checks, and then watch.
I hope so.
But the thing about it is,
snitch
again,
R. Kelly,
you would be stupid to be writing checks.
Yeah, but he was getting away with it.
For years.
But that's what I'm saying. If you have a trail, the trail would be, I'm gonna cut you this check. Here's the non-disclosure.
But see the trail implicates
and a non-disclosure.
So if he ever gets caught, the paper trail convicts both of us.
That's what I'm saying. So you would be crazy. He would have been crazy to have cut a check. Is what I'm saying, and not giving them cash.
But he could just claim like Michael Jackson claimed. I just wanted this to go away. And that's probably was his defense all the other times. I just needed this to go away. You know, omission is not always because you wrote a check or you settled. The settlement is, I'm a celebrity. This is going to hurt my career. I want this to be out. It's not going to really stand up in today's court, but at the same time, that's what they all did.
That's why I believe he's going down, because all the stuff that he's talking about back then is different today.
So I hope those parents are sitting at home. I hope you got a lot of enjoyment because your name about to come back up, baby, in that evidence room. So you're going to jail. Have a nice day. Thanks. Yeah.
It's not though.
They are. They are. Because had I been R. Kelly,
to be the case.
Had I been, I'm snitching on. I'm just saying right now. Go get my Bank of America statement. Let's show where these checks went at. Let's show where they went at. I hope you did not give cash to these people. If you have any level of intelligence, which they telling me that you don't, I hope you had some level of
something about.
Because the person who signed the checks, because you can't sign your name because you can't spell, you're going to jail.
Talk about him no more.
Because he's going to jail.
Who going to jail?
And Money try to cover it up. You're going to jail too.
Fine, go ahead, finish.
I'm finished.
Are you?
I am.
Gosh, I want to be able to get this in here, but actually I'm going to save that.
His wife, she going to jail. Go ahead and finish.
Hey, R. Kelly, ex-wife.
No.
Aaliyah?
Andrea.
Oh.
Aaliyah's dead. So how's she going to jail?
Her parents going to jail.
Haltons.
Yeah. Bye-bye, Haltons.
We've got to stop. Somebody's got to stop the show. Pull a plug. He already tried to pull a plug. Oh, I forgot we still live.
You should just turn the camera off on him. Do an old blank out. Ooh, the cord just slipped. I'm sorry.
No, look, I was going to try to get into the masturbation story, but I want to wait. So.
Do you masturbate?
Who?
That's an introduction.
That's how you do it?
That's how you do it. That's a good segue.
That's how you do it. Okay.
I've learned over the years a good segue.
Like that.
Like that. It gotta reach. Then these
I don't want to play no more. Look, 410-5. I don't even know the damn phone number. It's 410-702-5657. When we come back, we're going to talk about the
masturbation.
Masturbation. That's what it's just like saying a word.
It's natural.
You want to say it?
Masturbation.
It's natural.
It's better than the word that we use.
I don't like masturbation personally, but it's natural.
It's better than the word we used last week.
What did we say last week?
It's not what I have.
Fudge?
Finger fucking.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is that what you say?
That could hurt. Yeah, especially with them nails. That's gonna hurt. You gonna cut something.
Automatic hysterectomy.
Oh, your walls are going.
Or when we get to the abortion.
Oh no!
That's later in the show.
Oh my god! Did I ever dream about abortion?
Didn't you tell me 2 minutes that we done?
I had a dream about abortion.
All right. Well,
who was getting an abortion?
We'll be right back.
I really did. I had a dream that somebody was getting an abortion.
I'm free.
Long live Pop. Y'all can go ahead and cry now. I'ma show these niggas what to do at one of your beats, man. I am Gas, by the way. Strong woman story should have been on CNN. Nobody knows what it's like being Gwen. Windows closed in the house, it ain't no CNN. Can't gain weight for years, she been being thin. Single mother, no help from the system. When they was giving out food stamps, she missed them. Birth certificate, baby daddy, she couldn't list them. But her son was so beautiful when she kissed him. Blame it on love, but nigga she could've died with. Destroyed the whole world and found out she was a side chick. The nigga loved his wife and it got hard to hide it. So when Gwen confronted him, he ain't even denied it. Her fault, depends on who you asking. She tried to be a stripper, but the tip out was taxing. Buying all the purses, trying to keep up with the fashion. And her mama hated baby sitting with a passion.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, homosexual.
I thought he said, that's that faggot from the TV.
Oh, we back. Hey. Welcome back to the show.
Yeah, he likes setting people up.
I did set that one out. I'm sorry.
That's that faggot from TV.
I set that one out. We want to get faggy in the show one more time.
Queer. Homo. I forgot how we got to it.
But I don't want to have to beep none of that out. No, let's talk about
because it was like back to back. Fag, queer, homo. What's the?
So you wasn't here last week doing the snowstorm stuff, right?
Ooh,
That's
that
what it was.
Hilarious. Yeah.
For the snowstorm.
Yeah.
And we was talking about this last week, and it was hilarious. You gotta go watch that show.
Yeah, you gotta watch it. You have to be there.
So, all right, the masturbation stuff. Let's get to it.
I don't think people admit to masturbation.
I don't. It does.
I don't think people admit to it. I think it's something just done in there a long time.
Shit,
I don't know why they admit to it.
Look at
hard times. Come on, your hard times. It's hard times.
I don't like it. And maybe because I grew up in a house with a 80-some-year-old woman and my mother, like it just doesn't do anything for me.
I grew up in a house with an 80-year-old woman and my mother.
Well, you into that ancestral
she was
stuff.
60-something. My grandma was 60-something.
Yeah. It doesn't. I'm sorry. I'm busy.
Anyway, well, masturbating at work is a doctor-approved stress reliever.
That's what Monny doing in the bathroom.
In the bathroom?
On his office.
I don't do it, but I got an office. I don't need to go to the
That means he's done it before.
I can close the blinds.
He be on one of them apps over there doing it.
Purr. So it says...
wasn't it somebody else doing it on there?
The question is, should masturbation breaks become the new smoke breaks?
Oh, my goodness, no.
So yes, according to some psychologists, Mark Sargent to be exact, a senior lecturer in psychology of Northam-Trent University, told that a masturbation break would be very effective at work and a great way to relieve tension and stress. I could you got tension in my shoulder.
After it, then I need to smoke.
What's the more does that?
What'd you say? And
after it, I still need to smoke break. After the masturbation.
Sure.
So what?
Sure.
You
still got to go outside and shit.
Right, with dirty fingers.
With your dirty fingers. Go outside. Because you left your office after you did it to go smoke. So you ain't even going to wash your hands. You ain't going to wash your hands or nothing. You just went down there and touched the elevator button, putting babies everywhere.
Not babies. I'm not with it. It's just...
I don't think it's nothing wrong with it.
I don't judge people. I just know that I know people who it's out of hand.
So he said other doctors agreed to this too. It says I would expect a masturbation policy to result in more focus, less aggression, higher productivity, and more smiling.
I can understand what you're saying because it releases the same endorphins or whatever they call it. So, but again, after that, you still need to smoke break. So.
It says certainly taking a masturbation break for boredom or an escape would increase work focus.
No.
So they did a survey now, and they found that 39% of male readers reported masturbating in the office. And after an early poll by Glamour in 2012 put the figure at 31%, so it increased. So more people are now. So when you go back to work,
so why
and you
would
start
you
talking
have
to your
to
bosses with
masturbate
doors
at
and
work?
blinds.
That's disgusting. Why are you at work masturbating?
39% of your job.
Over there, Joanne.
But you saying this?
39%.
You saying this? But the man that's making your little sandwich at Subway. This went whacked off in the
39% of your bosses at work. 39% of your bosses at work are jerking off.
If I come in here and I catch you jerking off,
you don't catch me in here, period. I don't come here.
If I catch you in the office.
Literally, I don't come here. Okay.
But he's not going to catch you.
Because I have a laptop, I'm mobile, I move around. I got a lot of shit going on in these irons. This is your base of operations. I move around.
I just think it's too much. Why would you need a masturbation break?
Masturbation break shouldn't be driven by lust or fantasizing about your colleagues, as that would be cognitive impairment. What? Why? Such breaks should only be taken if they're motivated by genuine desire for stress relief.
So now I gotta have a genuine.
So how do you get? How did you get aroused? Somebody had to entice you to be horny.
One of those co-workers, somebody walked past and gave you that feeling.
Right.
Had to.
So, because I'm trying to figure out how it works. You just stressed out. You tired. You just brute and you mad. You mad at this assignment that you got to do. Then all of a sudden you be like, Mo, maybe I won't be so mad if I just whip it out.
Right. That's the way the article is saying.
Right. No enticement, nothing. You know, you just whip it out. Right over the top of the paper.
Right. Y'all keep talking about offices.
Right over the top of the paper clip.
Somebody fixing your food is going to be doing the same thing. Your waiter in the back, they getting one out.
Well, that happens. I've seen it.
Right.
No, I'm not eating.
I can't see in the bag, so.
Right over by the lettuce shredder. And y'all the only two that go to Subway.
You go to Subway.
But you lucky downstairs ain't nothing but them old ladies.
I was going to say, because I need one right about now. I'm hungry.
No, them men in there with them tight pants on. That's the cream that's in the Dunkin' Donuts.
Because all I see is the old lady. That little lady, my friend.
Ew, could you imagine her in the back?
Right. Rubbing herself up against the pita.
You want cucumbers with that? No, miss, I don't want cucumbers with that. Keep your cucumbers.
Use the tomatoes in the wrong way.
Oh my God.
You can have those tomatoes, lady.
I would laugh every time I see that lady now. You in the back drinking though, wait.
Using them green Subway straws. Wrong.
Wrong. Wrong. She might as well use her pinky finger.
Oh. She gave you sandwiches too.
I say that sandwich.
She gave you, and you served them at the open house. I'm glad I gave them sandwiches tonight. I'm glad I gave them sandwiches to Cross.
You know you ate them sandwiches.
I sure did not.
You ate them.
They was in that refrigerator for like a couple days too.
You ate them when they was here. You had one on your plate.
No, I didn't eat it. I ate the chicken. And I didn't have one on my plate.
Oh, and
I ate the chicken.
It's a creepy man that work at our Safeway.
Oh my God. This nigga.
He probably in there.
He buying stuff. He trying to set everybody up. Everybody gonna have a bump up next week. I thought my lip was itching.
You got it now. It's deep inside you now. Woo! It's made its way. It's made its way.
I'm kind of impressed. Not impressed, but this conversation is like, it's becoming a mainstream conversation about masturbating at work.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, I gotta go have masturbation rooms.
Or on your landlord's couch.
Well, we gotta go to break. We gotta go to a masturbation break. When we come back, all the stress is gonna be relieved. And you won't be able to see it because the table's white. I'll be back.
Check out this snippet from the new season of Talk Lately with Monny about Jennifer Holliday.
Anyway, let's get back to...
Yeah, well, what I wanted to say is that I can understand 100% where Jennifer Holliday is coming from, and that's sort of kind of where my 20% came from. When I basically came out and said who I voted for, I received a lot of backlash. Even on my own talk show, which comes on every Monday from 5 to 7 p.m., I was called a coon. Okay, yeah, shout out for the plug. But yeah, someone actually, they told CJ Bernie that I was a coon, and that really hurt me. I've been called everything from a fat whatever and everything, but someone actually commented on his Facebook.
I didn't even say that. That's kind of rough.
Called me a coon, but it's like it's crazy because I just feel like someone like Jennifer Holliday. I understand why she stepped down, but I'm kind of upset with her because I think she still should have performed. If you're going to jump out there, then stand in your truth. Don't let no one stop you or change your mind about anything. And listen, no one put a gun to her head and made her sign on for that. But it just seems like, she was basically, she was bullied.
But see, the thing about it is they will put a gun to her head to not do it.
I don't think so.
Well, that's what the threat said. You gotta tell. It's why it's called a threat. You don't know the hypotheticals in there that could happen to you.
Why do you think
she's not a well-known singer? So she's not going around with security. As soon as she goes to get her tracks at the mall,
right?
Pow!
Right, but at the same time,
now we got a whole bunch of dead cats.
Yeah, but like what she said in the footage, you know, today on The View was basically it's not white people who was threatening her. It was us who was threatening her.
Right. Where do you think she live? I think she live in Atlanta.
Exactly.
They gonna get her at the Ku Klux Klan mall and drag her by her hair. Her hair made a cat. She got the new weave.
I don't have Jennifer Holiday money, honey.
Yeah,
I don't know what this, it might be because it's. I don't got Jennifer Holiday money, but. Me personally, I feel as though, you know, like I said, once I kind of came on, and even being on this show, because I'm pretty sure the headline says Trump supporter, I'm putting a lot of myself out there. You know what I'm saying? So I get it.
Every Tuesday at 7 p.m. only on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
All right, welcome back to the show, everybody. This is Talk Lately. You are listening to us on BeExposedRadio.com in association with Facebook, YouTube.
Oh, I like this background.
And a plethora of other devices, including Live.me. The phone lines are open here at 410-702-5657. You're joined by Nate, and then we got Monique over there in the background hiding in the dust. So, right now I wanted to get into Baltimore being listed as the most dangerous city again.
Oh my God, I hate that. Like, and it's not true, but it's not true.
It is true.
It's not true.
It is true. 14 people got shot last night.
I'm not disputing it. I'm not saying violence is not happening here at a rapid rate, but we're not the most dangerous.
Oh, the most
I know
dangerous.
people who live in New Orleans. I know people who live in Chicago. I know people who live in LA. Like, this city is nothing compared to the deaths that happen there.
It's based on the size.
I understand that.
That's what makes it the most dangerous, because of the size of the city.
Yeah, but a lot of stuff isn't being reported in these other cities, and it's just not being reported.
No, it's being reported, but it's based
not.
on the size.
A lot of New Jersey's crime is not being reported.
It's based on the size of the city. Jersey City is.
But a lot of it's not being reported.
The size of our city.
Yeah, and I get that. So I'm not saying Baltimore is like not rid with crime, but it's not like we're scared to go outside of our doors. In New Orleans, they're afraid to go outside their doors. And parts of Mississippi and
That's
Tennessee.
Why if I lived in New Orleans, I think I would live on Boston Street. Really? Or what is it, Bourbon Street?
Bourbon is downtown though.
Right.
Bourbon is downtown.
I want to live there, where the drinks just keep flowing.
That's a gentrified area now.
Thank you. That's the only place I live.
But that's a city where people are getting robbed at gunpoint, like in your car. We're not having a lot of carjackings here, and I'm not comparing.
It went down.
Yeah, well here.
No, but I think.
But I just hate when I hear that, because that's national news reporting that. And they're doing that like.
Because it's such a small state.
Yeah,
but
even the comparison where they're triple the murders in New York or New Jersey or Florida, I think it really is, because it's the same narrative. Like, even when we were low on crime, we've had a couple weekends where ceasefire has happened and it was no shootings. That doesn't get reported.
You mean when you say a couple, you mean two?
Well, that's a couple. That means two.
Right.
Couple.
But you made it seem like that couple was bigger.
But there have been a couple weekends where we've had the ceasefires. No, I mean just within the last year, not even just this year, but in the last year. Like, we go without having murders. The last one for 2018, it went a whole almost 2 weeks without anybody being murdered. And that was the longest one since they started the ceasefires here.
They got restless.
Well, yeah, I mean, but there was a lot more people outside doing neighborhood watches, but at the same time, I hate that that's the narrative, because I hear that within my arts community. So people don't want to come to the city to participate in anything because they feel like it's too dangerous.
I have to say that these most recent shootings, they were so far in between around the city. But that would make me fearful. because you don't know
where it's
going
coming
to
up.
happen next.
That-
and there were
and-
so many people that was shot or shot at that weren't particularly involved
they're not-
in a situation.
That you got to go back a little bit because a lot of those deaths that have been happening have been
No, not the
connected
deaths.
to.
I'm talking about like the
Well,
14 people that got shot.
No, but I'm saying, and that's what I'm
Shot at,
speaking
anyway,
about.
'cause not all
But a
of them.
lot of it was connected to them being a family member or associated
No,
with
in a
somebody.
bus stop.
We bad, Nate. We really bad. I mean,
I'm just saying.
Some of them people was going to work or coming home from work.
I'm not justifying it. I'm not justifying it. I'm just saying that some of these people who are getting shot and
I
or
understand
killed
that
are
there's some kind of
associated
relation
with.
too, but I'm
So
talking
they're
about
not
the other
random.
pedestrians that were surrounding.
In the crossfire, yes.
Right.
Yes.
Even children.
Like pick a better
But
time
the children
to
have
pick people
all been
off.
connected to.
If you're going to pick these people off, pick a better time.
No,
Get
well,
them.
that
Don't
would,
get me. Get them.
That would mean that the criminals have some level of intelligence that we know they don't have because they're criminal.
No.
Like I'm just saying that it would make sense that you kill the person
Well, whatever made it
that
to the
you're
White
looking
House.
for.
I mean, somebody has intelligence. I mean,
well,
they're working the hell out of the system.
The people around him, not the person who was hired to pull the
Well, he
trigger.
hired them.
Well, I don't believe that. I think somebody else hired them. Like
He had to hire them.
His daughter, maybe. But I
He
don't
had to give birth to her.
Well, I mean, he should have masturbated. See? That's why he should have masturbated.
Believe me, he did.
He continues to. Because I wouldn't touch him.
Melania,
Can you imagine that? Melania
She's sucking it.
Melania probably be like,
She's sucking that.
Give me something.
She's sucking
Tonight,
that.
Really?
I know she is.
She pissed.
She riding that. That was a part of the deal.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew, it's right.
Yeah.
Put my wig on that one.
Yeah. His stomach sitting all on her forehead.
I'm just picturing it like,
That's
ew.
what I said.
Her stomach right on his forehead.
When she get up, it's orange all right here.
Yeah.
all,
That's spray tan.
all between her legs.
All
is
around her
orange.
mouth is orange.
Be finished.
Yeah. He make up rub on his nipples and
That's
everything.
disgusting. Aldo, can you go ahead and all right, let me give a little bit of background first, though. Oh God, listen to this. Can you just turn it off? Just turn it off. Gosh, I don't think you know what you're doing.
Oh. Come on, this is how we normally lose them. You cannot do this. This is what you do. No. We've got... I can't say that loud, but...
Shut your
No. This is what you do. No.
Because he was loud. It was like real loud in my
sister.
ear. It was like crackling. Like,
Oh, I think I got it finally. I got it.
what are you talking about?
I know, I was funny. When they said this how we did it, but now
See, I wasn't prepared.
I almost got caught.
Did you hear that rumor about how they wanted to sell Montana?
Yeah. So to Canada.
Oh, you talking about post?
Yeah, that's the first I heard.
To try to pay for the $1 trillion debt. It can be done. It can be. Yes. It can be done. All Congress got to do is vote for it. And it has to be
And they'll do any fucking
approved.
thing for $1.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah,
I don't know
so-
what I mean.
Because that's a wealthy state. So I don't think it's a lot of wealthy people that live there.
It may be a lot of wealthy people
that
live
wouldn't
there.
go
It's not
for
a
that.
wealthy state.
But they wouldn't go for that though.
It's very mountain-esque.
Yeah, there's a lot of rich people like country singers and shit like that. They're not going for that. No,
They
you
can-
say
they
they
can sell- they can
you
sell
say they sell in
Montana.
Maryland.
They can sell
then-
Montana. They're not going to sell. They're not going to sell Idaho because of the potatoes. But they can get rid of North Dakota. One of the Dakotas can go. I think
He is so ignorant.
half of Minnesota. Why? Why keep it? It's too goddamn cold.
First of all, to do that will open ourselves up to knowing that how weak we are. To sell off one of our
At some point, it's going to get there. Unfortunately, we're reaching $22 trillion in debt. Another trillion. They said 2 more trillion next year.
We were actually like
going
paying that off. Yes.
Going the opposite way.
With Obama.
Oh my God. How could you even like say?
Well,
he was the.
And then the amount of people. Okay, because this is where I was going to go to. I wasn't going to go here next, but I'm going to go here now because the IRS is moving to revoke passports for unpaid taxes now.
Well, I don't know. I might be on that list. I don't know if I'm on that list this year.
And we haven't even
I'm afraid to do taxes this year. This is my first full year as a artist. Because normally I have like a regular job, that offsets all my 1099s.
So just get ready.
So this year from last year and then next year from this year are my first years where it is full 1099s. Oh my God, my stomach is hurting. I haven't even done them this year. That's where I'm at.
I still want to see Trump.
My stomach hurts because I know I'm going to owe money and my stomach hurts.
Oh, because you're going to owe?
Yeah, I got to find a child.
Oh, it's going to be worse for you then because of the new taxes. I mean, I know people that saying, you know, the people that own houses and stuff like that, that was so sticker shocked by the amount of money they owed because you got your money up front. Because of the new tax law, everybody was getting that little $40 up front, $40 every 2 weeks, times 26. It adds up.
And it's that little difference in your amount.
I mean, I'm talking about not just sticker shock, because if you make over $100,000, it really hits you. Because they was getting sticker shock like they owed $8,000, $9,000, $10,000.
Payment plan.
Where they would have actually broke even before the tax.
But breaking even is the key.
Or it would have went in the opposite direction.
Yeah, it went in the opposite direction. And they in the hole $8,000. Now these are people that was like, some of these people are people that said they wanted the new tax law because they thought it was going to benefit them.
Right.
But you now realize you're still under $150,000.
Now we know.
You even with your joint income, that single income right there, especially if you, and here's where some of the problem lies too. People that are filing, if you're married, you're filing married, 0, that means nothing.
Yeah.
That's still half. It's still half of what a single person pays in taxes.
Yeah.
So you may want to investigate on what you're filing. You might want to be filing married, but filing single.
Well, most people do. Most married couples do that.
They should.
But I heard that's still not beneficial. But it's still not beneficial right now because somebody has to claim something. Like both of y'all can't claim the same things.
Yeah, they can. Yes, they can. They both about married, filing single.
I know. It's your filing status, but one of them has to claim head of household, right?
Yes, right.
And that's the problem that was always the problem.
And
so
it's
whoever
makes the most money,
right? But now that things are starting to like level out in terms of pay. That still doesn't hurt. That hurts. That's gonna hurt one of them. One of them is gonna wind up owing something.
It's gonna hurt one of them. You're not gonna get away with it.
I'm just saying, like, can you just give me another year?
Especially when you don't have no if you don't have no business to fall back onto, those expenses, it kind of dips you out. And
it's sad what the tax system has become. I'll probably have no input from my corner on that than anything. It's hard.
I'm trying to figure out where I'm going next with this. Do I want to go ahead and do that story? No.
We might as well just become hookers. We gotta get ready. That's what I'm about to do.
What?
I got my shoes outside.
What?
Just
what
become a hooker. Get that under the table money.
Get that under the table money.
Might as well.
Y'all going to jail.
Private party.
I'm gonna be the one in there like she said under the table. I'm telling. I'm gonna tell Kashi 6ix9ine your ass.
Well, sex workers is not legal yet, so what they gonna do?
They get rooms to do heroin. I mean, everything else is Harvard County get ready to give them a whole building when they can go in and just shoot up for people.
I mean, they need somewhere safe to do it.
No, they don't.
Yeah, no, they don't.
You're a crackhead. You know. Just go outside as you normally do.
No, then they out on the corner and I gotta take pictures.
Then that's your entertainment.
Crackhead alert.
Crackhead. Your mama's on crack. My mama don't do that no more.
No more.
I used to love that song.
Oh, good. Come back, Monny, because you wanted to talk about this 25-year-old. All right. Monique.
I think this, so we do our payroll on the app now, and it's so much easier.
No, because the 25-year-old Baltimore City officer that died from an apparent overdose inside a motel room. I wanted you to come back in here because you had an opinion. Baltimore County Police are investigating if the officer's girlfriend called county police because I thought maybe this was forced upon him in the line of duty. But it says the officer's girlfriend called the county police Thursday night. She said her boyfriend was unconscious. The 24-year-old woman told police they were using drugs throughout the day.
You go snitch?
Oh, she did snitch. Damn. Why couldn't she just be like, I told him to stop. She could have lied on something else. Like I told her. She threw herself under their team. Like, damn. She was a crackhead.
She has the powers.
Damn, they was on Washington Boulevard.
Yeah. Tim's been there.
Right in your neighborhood.
No, Hillthorpe. Not
right in your neighborhood.
They're about
y'all basically cousins.
They was down there by Walmart.
You basically cousins.
I will snatch your soul. Her boyfriend used the last of the drugs around.
Not the last of it. Not the last of it.
This bitch.
And she mad. Yup, she mad.
This chick.
That's why she snitched. She mad.
She did. This ain't funny. He died. Hold on. Get your face. Straighten your faces. All y'all straighten up. Get it together. She told police she contacted a friend to get Nate.
Never will I ever.
No, that's not what she said. She said she contacted a friend to get some Narcan. Once she got
to bring Narcan, her back too.
She wasn't able to administer it.
It won't work.
But see, they be mad. They be mad because there's a lot of treatment centers.
But listen to this timetable. Listen to this timetable. Her boyfriend used the last of the drugs at 11 p.m. She then noticed that he was struggling to breathe. She told police. She then noticed. She contacted a friend to get Narcan. Once the friend got, she got the Narcan. She administered it. She wasn't able to administer it. She then called the police around 3 a.m. 4 hours later. He was having trouble breathing all this time. When the medics arrived, they were unable to resuscitate this man. According to the police report, the officers were under
too much time had lapsed
of both alcohol and drugs. So they
binging. That's a binge.
Up from the boat.
Yep.
And the other guy at the hotel said he had been there like 2 weeks before that. He was like living there, actually.
Heroin and opioids were found on the scene. All right, we got to take a break. When we come back, there's more for 1070255657. This is BeExposedRadio.com. We'll be back.
Yeah.
This is a Poverty ENT exclusive. Next stop, Texaco, strapped up, you already know. Fuck niggas hate, that's how it goes. Bros with me, yeah, it's time to go. Nigga, chose by
we're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
I was meeting with a friend yesterday, and I've gotten to the point where don't ask me a question because the truth is going to come out. And
exactly.
Just don't do it.
If you ain't looking for the truth, don't come to me.
Don't do it because I can't hold my tongue. And she wants to be this stylist, boutique, but you're not doing anything in that nature, and I can't take you seriously if you're not doing those things. And I understood why people didn't take me seriously because I found myself in somebody else's lane. I was good at what I was doing and what I wanted to be, but I wasn't doing it for me. So how can I ask you to take me seriously if I'm living in somebody else's shoes?
And nobody can do what you do, and I think that that's a big problem that people face now. Like, you see what somebody else is doing and you want to do that when that's not your lane.
That's not your lane.
That's not what you're supposed to be doing.
But it's popular. It's getting that person.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
No, I went to McDonald's on Saturday because I had some French fries. I love fries.
With the cheese on it?
No, I didn't have. No, I didn't do it that time.
I'm sorry. It's
no, that was Friday when I went to Jersey. I went to the McDonald's in Jersey. I mean, in Delaware. I wasn't in Jersey. I was in Delaware.
He telling on himself.
I want to go to Jersey. I do want to go to Atlantic City.
Wow.
I want to go to Atlantic City.
That's the last place I've been.
I haven't been to Atlantic City in probably 5 years. I used to give a trip every weekend.
Well, Superior, I rode up Superior Tours be going on.
Yeah, that's what I used to use them.
Yeah,
I used to go every weekend.
Use them too, but I rode up with
Superior Tours. Shout out to Superior Tours.
I just laughed out loud.
And it was like $30, and you got 15
they got
back.
one now. Gonza is going New York round trip. I think.
No, I've never been to New York, and I have no fascination of going.
You don't like New York? New York is fun.
You know I don't like people.
I don't like the hotel rooms. They too small, but I like being away from home.
I think you would like New York.
You know I don't like people.
You're not gonna like that walking. That's the fuck you're not gonna like.
No, it's too many
people. That's what you're not gonna like. I like New York.
Rooms are so small and compact.
It's too many folk.
Yeah, I mean, I like, because I can only go see a play, and I go to, like, the wholesale district and buy my supplies.
I did that.
You did masturbation.
I did masturbation. Oh no, I didn't do the officer arrested on camera, but I did the most dangerous city. We talked about the travel ban, the IRS. I gave y'all brief little synopsis of a show that we got. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm covering up my face. That we got coming up about being in the closet.
Because Monny's coming out.
Yeah, I'm coming out.
Monny's coming out for his 45th birthday this year. And
I'm glad your mic cut right out. I'm glad your mic cut out. That's what I'm glad.
No, it didn't.
It did. I heard it.
I'll say it again. Monny's coming out for his 45th
don't know
birthday.
Anybody that's in their 40s.
You should know yourself. That's what you should know first.
What does coming out mean?
He's going to get his sex change.
When you open the closet.
Hello, lady.
Hello. Thanks.
Hello. I left all the way on.
Oh my God. This show would be really, really good with some alcohol right now.
I got some wine in the room. Got some wine in the room. That, I don't know where that was.
This is water.
That's his opioids.
That's what happens when you come out.
Money
Hello.
Queers. Blisters. That's the old one.
Somebody's gonna report this show, and they should. They should report us to the authorities. They're gonna report us to the
fucking music company. They gonna get your ass.
So, any of you guys out there that are eating this Boston Market frozen pork, and I love Boston Market, but they got these frozen pork meals that are being recalled because they might have glass or plastic in them.
Oh my Lord!
So it's in the barbecue rib patties, the pork patties.
There's not a bone.
It's the boneless rib patties are being recalled, so the customers complained about finding glass or hard plastic pieces in the patties.
Shards.
I mean, I wonder how they found it. Like they would like bit down on it, and they just thought it was. At first thought they thought it was like gristle, and then their mouth started bleeding because it was glass.
This shit is boneless. Why the fuck?
Why is there gristle in this?
Well, you better not swallow that glass, bitch, because that's your insides. That's gonna fuck your whole lineup up.
So the United States Department of Agriculture, Food Safety and Inspection Service announced the recall, and it's for approximately 173,376 pounds.
Now my argument is, what if this would have happened during the shutdown?
Got that right, babe.
If this would have happened,
and they would have been closed.
Yeah. All these people would have died.
But see, the thing about it is, this is the stuff that slipped through during the shutdown.
Yeah. So somebody already.
There's some dates.
Yeah. So somebody got some internal bleeding.
These aren't the dates. These are the best. These are best to be sold by dates. December 7th, 2019. So that's probably when it came out a year before. January 4th, 2020, a year before. Look, the shutdown happened between the December 21st and it ended what?
All of them were on sale. All of them were on sale at
January 24th, 2020, and February 15th, 2020.
Yep. So that whole week
all
they
of
were on sale.
Slipped through.
They ain't slipped through. That shit was on sale. So people got the piles of this shit in their deep freezer. Yeah.
So if y'all got these Boston Market meals in there, you need to call your grocer. And the dentist, and the doctor, and
preferably not in that order.
And your internist,
and your insurance agent.
You might got internal bleeding.
Yes.
You might need to go see somebody.
You've been coughing up blood, thinking you just had a cold. No,
your kidney missing.
Your the shards. No. You've been having rectal bleeding. Thinking it was your finger fucking. No, baby, that was that Boston Market going through you.
I can't help it.
Because now you had your internal abortion.
I'm about to leave right now.
It's time to go. Next Tuesday, we're back. I can't. Bye.
No. I will not.
White keys only have this bitch jumping.
Okay. If I sit around, hold up. Look. If I sit around, hold up. Yeah. Rebel. Let's do it.
If I sit around, I'ma smoke some more. Wasn't even thinking about smoke before, but I'm in my head, I'm in the bed. Don't know who I am, like I'm wearing a mask. Work them old, tell them where the cash. If you wear the cash, tell them where the cash. If you playing for you, gon' run it back.